Hey, what's up guys, Zoko here, and we are quickly approaching the Brimstone Sands update, which is currently live on the PTR. Historically, that puts it being live around a month later, so I am thinking it will be the first part of October when it hits the main servers. Now, if you learned something from this video or want to get more content along these lines, consider leaving a like or comment to let me know that. Also, subscribing is a big way to support as well. Alrighty, so this game has seen a pretty big surge in its population. This started around the Summer Medley event, which brought in a significant population increase. A month after that, the biggest update was announced, Brimstone Sands. And so with all the new and returning players, there returns the age-old question, how to level up fast. Well, I have two of the best ways here for leveling fast and efficiently. If you did all of this and time wasn't much of a factor, you could get all the way to 60 within a week. Most people aren't like that though, and so 2 to 3 weeks for the more casual gamers is a pretty safe bet. This will allow you to be in a good position to take advantage of that juicy new content when it releases. If you played around the game's launch, this one will not come as a shock to you. Be aware it will be getting nerfed into the ground pretty soon in an effort to promote other activities in the world, but town boards are still an awesome way to level up, and if you're just getting back, they should absolutely be taken advantage of while it lasts. Something to note though, these town boards are very much tied to your crafting and gathering levels. The higher skill you have in these, the more experience you will get for turning in those higher tier items. Tier 1 items like green wood or iron simply are not going to net as much as tier 4 items like weird wood or star metal. Those tier 1 items should be used to start ranking up those refining and crafting skills. Now, these types of materials are also very competitive when it comes to gathering. Those who play longer hours or are able to log on during some off hours to take advantage of those spawns stand probably the best chance to take advantage of this. If you weren't aware, one of the quality of life changes was lowering the cost of Azoth for things like traveling. This works to our advantage in this situation because we are much more easily able to simply bounce around different towns, turning in materials. And by the way, it's worth mentioning, you can absolutely buy materials at the trading post to turn them in, but you won't have the town board quest to do it unless your crafting level is high enough. So if you're loaded and you just simply want to blow past those last levels, you are totally able to do that. Now, I realize not everyone has those crafting levels nor the interest in grinding them out simply to have the most efficient way to level up, especially when it comes to all that time that could just be spent playing the game in the ways you found more fun just for yourself. So if that wasn't your thing, hopefully questing is. The main quest line in this story always gives a nice chunk of experience. If you're tight on time, I certainly suggest this approach. The only real bottleneck you might have is when you go to a dungeon, and even that itself has been made much easier to handle because of the group finder that was recently added. You are now able to queue for any dungeon provided it's discovered remotely. Now, you shouldn't simply rely on only the main story quest as a means to level up. Make sure to grab side quests to go with it. Your journal can hold on to a pretty substantial number of them, so making sure to stock up in whatever region you are currently spending the most amount of time in is a really good way to go about this. And while you're stocking up on quests, do not forget about your faction quests. The top 3 of these can complete without being flagged up for PvP, while the bottom 3 require that you have PvP enabled to complete them. Now, having PvP enabled does come with the added benefit of giving a 10% XP boost while killing mobs, and so over time something like that can really add up. Definitely something I would consider doing, especially if you're in a lesser populated region, off hours, obviously if you have a company or faction group you're rolling around with. This type of coordination can make the questing easier, not just in terms of safety, but honestly the social aspect can help pass the time as well. If you do all of these things, leveling up will without a doubt be the most efficient it can be. Again, if you found this helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more New World content in the future. I plan on covering this for a while and hope to see you back here. Take care.